We've played a lot of games in April, and we want to talk to you about them. So we picked 4 each. We're going to talk about whether we want to keep them, buy them, sell them, whatever it may be. We just wanted to take our monthly recap and condense it down to 4 games that we individually want to talk about, and we've prepared them for you today. You want to start? You want me to start?
I don't care.
I'll start.
You're going to start?
I'll start. I'm going to start with a small one because we're going to move up into bigger ones. But really, I only have one big game on
Final
my list.
Girl's smaller than that.
Shut up. Only certain people are gonna get that joke. You have to watch all of our videos if you want to get that vote. This is Paper Dungeons by Alley Cat Games. I have played this game 2 times in total, maybe 3, because I played a solo game by myself.
Yeah.
And I've played 2 other games, and you have joined me at least for 1 play, if not 2. I can't recall if you've played it multiple times.
Just once.
I think you probably know because we're familiar with each other's games this month. But what do you think's going on with this game?
I think that you, I know that you liked it. And you're going to keep it.
I am.
Yeah.
I really like Paper Dungeons. It's a dungeon scrawler game, is what the subtitle is.
Yeah.
It's like a dungeon crawling roll and write. So you're rolling your dice, and it's going to tell you like if you get any special abilities. It's going to tell you what you can level up. It's going to tell you if you take any damage, certain things like that. And it's your job to walk throughout the dungeon, fight bosses, level up, get treasures, and essentially try and get the most points at the end of the game.
Gotcha.
I really like this. I liked it a lot at solo, but I really like it playing with other people too because you're competing for certain things, like some of the gems. Only one person can get a gem unless you get it on the same turn, and then everyone else like locks it off. So if you know that Doolin's racing to it, but you're a step ahead of him, like you can guarantee that you get there and lock him out of that gem.
Yeah.
I just think that's really cool, and it's basically free form. We all want points, but how you go about getting your points is your own decision.
For sure.
So there's 3 bosses that you can fight throughout the game, but if you don't want to fight them because you're not strong enough to take them or whatever, like you just
don't have to.
You just don't go in their space, and you never have to fight them. I just think that's really unique and interesting that we're not all playing we're all playing the same exact game, but unlike something like Welcome to, where literally you're all facing the same choices every turn, and I love Welcome to, but this can just give a little bit of variety. We're like, I don't want to fight the bosses today. I'm just going to try and level everyone up and get points from that, or collect all the gems and avoid the bosses. It's certainly staying on the shelf, staying in the collection, and I want to play it more. I really like Paper Dungeons.
It's crazy how high. Like, I used to despise roll and writes. I was like, I don't want to play them at all.
Consider playing them.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to write things down. I don't want. I'll go take a test. I'll go back to college.
Yeah, but it's fun homework.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Good stuff. All right, what's the first one on your list?
All right, the first one on my list, it's upside down. We're going to go with a little game by Repost Production. I even wrote the numbers on where they fall in the top 1,000 of BGG.
Repost Productions.
It's number 772 overall. This is Cash and Guns.
Oh,
from
okay,
2014,
okay.
Which is funny because they also make
Just One.
Just One. Which
And
is
So
one of our
Clover,
favorites.
which is what I thought you were going to say, and I was like, you've played So Clover?
I would love to have
I know,
So
me
Clover.
too.
But this is Cash and Guns.
Okay.
This is a very, very lightweight, but very silly. I would call it drafting game. Because the actual way you play and win is by drafting cards and trying to collect sets of things. It's
But you don't
very
even get
simple.
to draft
Yes.
if you get shot.
Yeah.
So you gotta be a little deductive and also a little bit of a liar trying to fool people.
If actually, this is how I tossed the game out to my family. Was imagine if we were playing Sushi Go, but we all had guns. And that's about it. Because at the beginning of the round,
That's fair.
everyone holds up their gun and then points it at a person. Actually, first of all, you got to choose whether or not you're going to use one of your bangs or one of your clicks, which is like you're just bluffing. You only get 3 bangs, and throughout, it's played over 9 rounds, I believe. So you're only going to be able to shoot 1/3 of the time.
You can acquire more bangs.
You can, but most of the time you're only going to shoot 1/3
fair,
of the time.
fair.
And you're going to aim your gun at one player at the table. Then, on the count of 3 again, we get to decide whether we bail out, so we think we're going to get shot and we're going to get injured, or we can push our luck, and then everybody flips over their card and you find out if you actually got shot or not.
Right.
Only the people who stayed in and didn't get shot get to pull from the middle.
Right.
And it is one of the silliest and simplest games I own, but it is easily one of the funniest and most fun experiences I've had with my family and with our group. Like,
I had a
thought
really
that
good
with
time.
you guys and with Jeff and Jamie was just like a blast.
Yeah, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
100%. It's like you said, it's just like such a
I
nice
never did let you-
lightweight game.
Do you think I'm gonna keep this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
I forgot to ask.
That's all right.
It's a
I
definite
knew.
keep for me.
It's I think Danielle really liked it too. It's just like she doesn't like lying games, like Resistance or anything like that. Like, this isn't like a lying game. It's really about trying to like stay under the radar. Like, the moment someone knows that like you're ahead, you've got 4 pieces of art, you're getting shot. You're getting shot.
There was one point where we all knew Max was in the lead, and everyone at the and this is the fun part. We don't get to talk to each other and say like, you aim at them, I'll aim at them.
3, 2, 1.
Everyone aimed at Max, and everyone took a shot. At him.
Yeah, no one clicked. I mean, I ducked.
Yeah,
so
you
I was
did
good.
duck, so
I was
you're
like,
good.
I'm out of here.
But every bullet went your way.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And if you are the Godfather, what is it called? What is it called?
It's the Godfather.
The Godfather. You're allowed to like tell one person to point away. So like if you pointed at me, I could be like, no, point somewhere else. And like it's just like a nice little power, but you have to draft that every turn, so you're giving up on points also. Yeah, I had a really good time, way more than I expected to. I want to talk to you about Capital Lux 2 Generations. This is a game that I was only, teed off to from Tia at Takaijo. She loves this game.
Teed off.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
for you,
that's
Tia.
a free little thing that you can name your some playthrough.
Teed off by Tia.
Teed off by Tia.
That's a good one. Is it gonna be like she like set it up, or she's really angry at something?
It's only her playing golf games.
Oh, okay, great. Love that for you. Capital Lux 2 Generations is I don't know how to say it. Like, what is this game? What mechanisms? Regardless,
Is it
art
blind
by
reveal, or are you just
Kwanchai
playing
Moria, so it's beautiful, and it's a very simple game. You already know my answer, so I'm not even gonna ask you. I'm keeping this for now, 100%.
Can I make a comparison?
Sure.
It's like fancy, really fun 21.
I can see certain aspects of that. Sure. There's the comparison being made there is to Blackjack 21, where you don't want to go over 21. And in this game, you're basically building your home city, and your home city is always being compared to the capital city.
Yeah.
And you always want to have the most points possible, but not
Over
over
everyone else.
whatever the capital city has. So you have to stay under the capital city while also trying to increase your numbers higher than anyone else.
Yeah.
Whenever you play a card to the capital, you're taking abilities. And one of my favorite things about this game is that there are 4 different sets of tiles, A, B, C, D, and I think they're balanced together, but like you can mix them and match them however you please. So I've only played this 4 times or 5 times, and I've played it with all 4 A, B, C, D, and I played it with A twice. So I've had an absolute blast of this time. I just think it's like a really nice weight of like simplicity to strategy. The different like actions that you can take at the different capital city locations really do like, depending on what you want to do, you can put in ones that you really like and that can like be more like combo heavy, or you can just kind of do like the easier ones to wean people into the game. But there's just a lot you can do, and like a lot of strategy that goes into that. Yeah, you had the one where you went to space and you were just like heavy on that track. No one else even tried. And like, did you win?
I won.
You won. Yeah, you got a lot of points that way. But it's just, I just
You
really
play
like
games
it.
with me. I pick one thing and I stick to it.
That is
stick to my guns.
fairly fair. Pumpkins and whatever
Mushrooms?
mushrooms
It's
and
not-
quacks,
I don't know if that's
whatever
right.
it was. It doesn't matter.
Toadstools?
But I just really liked it. It's just, I had a really great time being like, what can I play that's gonna screw Doolin over, but that's also gonna help me? Because I want to make the capital city like lower than something that Doolin has high numbers in. Because everybody's like home base is public, so I can see that Doolin has 15 points in green. And there's only 16 in green. Well, I might be able to take an action or a card that allows me to remove a green card, and now Doolin's gonna bust. And he's gonna lose all of that.
Yeah.
And the game counts up points like round by round. You're only scoring a little, and then at the end you're scoring everything in your home base.
Yeah.
And so if anyone's able to like screw you over at the end, like it hurts. And it's like I don't know. I had a really good time with it.
It's a great game.
Great game. Really enjoyed
I
it.
don't think I guessed what you were going to do with it. I think you're going to keep it.
I told you there's no point in guessing because I'm gonna keep it.
Oh, that's right.
You just didn't listen.
I forgot.
Art by Kwanchai Moria as well. Beautiful game. So
You already said that too.
I know,
I did
but
listen to that.
I'm reiterating because it's beautiful, Doolin. I love Kwanchai Moria.
All right, this next game is number 135 overall.
You really did? I didn't even do that, man. Come on,
I don't know.
man.
We never do that, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. By Z-Man Games.
Now I'm looking mine up right now.
And this
if they know
is
mine
called
too.
Stone Age.
Ooh, I know nothing about this one.
And it comes from, I think, 2006. Like, it was pretty early
Paper
on.
Dungeons is ranked 1,781.
Woof.
It's pretty new.
I'm just kidding.
Actually, it's not that.
I don't care. Stone Age, number
Nice.
135 overall.
That's
this
really
is
high.
a very, very basic, not basic, but like lightweight
Intro worker placement, right?
Worker placement, and I enjoy this game. I'm not gonna. I just want to say that, like, I think as far as
So you're getting rid of it.
lightweight worker placements go, this is probably one of the first that most people will bring up.
But I enjoy this game. The tone of that was like, I'm getting rid of it. I enjoy it, but it's gone.
I need to like disguise it better. I
enjoy this game.
I have already sold this game.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had this for a long time. I've played it.
I've never played
I've played it in person. I've also played it on BGA, and the reason that I'm getting rid of it is because I enjoyed it on BGA, and I've not played it in 2 years.
Yeah.
In person, and I thought the BGA adaptation was good. There's a game that I own now though that is a lightweight worker placement, intro to worker placements
Creature Comforts.
that I think is better.
You've never even played it.
I have played it. I played it at 1.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty awesome.
Okay.
And I don't think that I need Stone Age. Stone Age is not pretty at all.
It's not.
It's very ugly. Even the box is like this, like gross
Yellow,
turn tan, like. But that's how board games used to be. Now we're going to like the modern era, and it's like everything's really pretty.
Okay.
I got rid of Stone Age. I still think it's great. I think it's a good game. I just don't think I'll ever play it. I've not played it in 2 years.
Sure.
If I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it on BGA.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? I'm going to use this moment to take a brief break of board games and talk to you about a game I've been playing that you might not care about that much, but I just want to talk about it for a minute, and that is Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team. It's a wargaming miniature game. Miniature war game is what they call
It's a
it.
really big board.
It's not. It's actually not big.
The board?
Yeah, the board's not big.
Kill Team isn't, but Warhammer
40K. Yeah, but
like-
this is the little brother to 40K, and games can be played in about 90 minutes, which is way better than like the 3 to 4 hours that Warhammer 40K takes. Yeah, I love it. I love the hobby aspect. I love the painting. I love the building. I love the buying. I love the collecting and the team building. I already own 5 different factions for Kill Team. I've only ever played with one of them, but I own 5 because I was like, I just want to collect them and like play them whenever I want and have the ability to paint different things because you're only painting 6 to 14 models, whatever. I'm going to stop talking about it because you came through board games and I don't know that qualifies. But Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team is a game that Kenny and I have really been enjoying both the hobby and gameplay aspect of, and I'm trying to commit him into something. I also want to try out A Song of Ice and Fire and Warcry, and I will get you to play. You will play Kill Team. Whether you like it or not, I don't know, but you're going to play it.
I'm really happy for you. I'm glad you found.
You told me you would play it.
I love you. I'm really happy for you. That's all I'm saying. I think I'm really happy for you for finding something that you love. That being said, though, if you want to replace Max on Tablenauts, because I think we're gonna need another co-host soon.
My eyes are gonna get stuck in the top of my head from the eye roll that I'm doing right now. Get out of here. Get out. Talk about your next game.
All right, my next one is number 251 overall. This is a game that Max has actually talked about before, but I haven't got to talk about because I didn't play it until
what number?
Fairly recent. 251.
It's pretty high.
Yep. I've only played this game on BGA. And the question is, so once a month I like to bring in a game that I've only played on BGA and talk about whether I want to buy it or whether I think that it's okay to just keep on there or whether I don't want to play it ever again. So this is Tapestry by Stonemaier Games. Do you think this is a game that I want to buy, that I want to keep just playing on BGA, or don't want to play again?
You do want to keep playing it, but only on BGA.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Good job. He knows me way too well. I need to be more like sneaky with my stuff.
Tapestry is rough, man. I don't know. I've gone through phases on that game. You can talk. I'll jump in later.
Here's the thing, because he's talked about this before.
I have.
I think Max has reached a point where BGA burns him out really, really quickly because you can play through games really, really fast. And so you hit the point of, I want to hold this game way faster because you've played everything. It's like burning through a video game really, really fast and being done with it. And that's fine. But for me, I've only played this game like 6 times, I think, and I've still yet to win, and that's okay because it's a game that I still don't quite understand yet, and that intrigues me even more. Like every single time I play, a different person wins in our group, and I'm just like, Why can't I win? I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't really understand Tapestry either.
But you win a lot.
I don't think I do.
You've won at least a few times.
So I have a weird relationship with BGA. I don't agree with what you're saying entirely.
Okay.
There are certain weighted games that, like, the higher weight you get when you play async, the less I care.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, like, A Feast for Odin, I still love, and I still queue up games with Kenny left and right with A Feast for Odin. I almost always have a game going. But, like, I don't really care. Like, if I lose, it is what it is. Like, I'm just messing around, like, doing different things. To clarify, I like Tapestry. I just don't love it.
I think it's unique.
It is.
It
is.
At least from anything that I've played.
And I applaud Stonemaier for the amount of balance that they've tried to go through with Tapestry, because it's been a very broken game for a long time. But they keep updating it and making errata and changing factions to where, like, certain factions just start with 10 points or start with an extra ingredient or whatever, resource, because, like, the balance in that game was rough, but they continue to improve upon that balance. But that's also another reason for not owning the physical version.
That's true.
Because they just continue to make changes that are going to be updated in BGA, and owning the physical version, you're going to need to download errata or learn to know these differences that are changing, whatever. It's a fine game. I feel like I've talked more about Tapestry than you have, because I feel like I'm weirdly passionate about Tapestry.
You are.
Like, in that I don't really care for it that much, but I like it enough that I want to tell people about it. I don't know. I'm in a weird headspace with Tapestry.
A love-hate relationship with
I
Tapestry.
do, really, I do.
But for me, it is a game that I will continue to play. I think that I found a group that tends to like to play as well and have a game going at all times.
We almost always have a game going. I think I'm the odd man out that doesn't enjoy it that much. Like, I still like it, and I still join you for the games, but, like, everyone else seems to like it more. But.
Yeah, but I don't think it's one that I necessarily need to own. I don't think it would fit my family's weight.
Yeah, it's a little too heavy, but, like, a little too random. Like, it's too heavy for the family, too random for the hardcore strategy guys. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is, but
it's good. I like it.
Sorry for derailing your Tapestry talk.
You're okay.
This is
Wonderland's War. Bum, bum, bum. You're keeping it forever.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I'm buying it.
Yeah, probably. This is Druid City Skybound Games. I actually late pledged this game when it was on Kickstarter. Got the full deluxe with the chips and everything. This is a game that combines some of my favorite aspects from something like Blood Rage, where it's got the area control, and it does have the drafting, just in a bit of a less drafty way. You're moving around a table, picking up things.
Yeah.
But, and then there's also, like, the bag building that I love from other games like Orleans and Quacks of Quedlinburg, where, like, you're buying certain tokens that are going to go in your bag to help you throughout the game, win you fights, win you wars, stuff like that. Beyond that, theme is pretty cool. I'm not like an Alice in Wonderland lover, but like I like it. Like I'm not.
No, I think
it's a theme that I dig. It's a plus for me, but it's not like a plus. Like there are certain themes that I love. This is not one of them, but it works. The art is beautiful. It's Manny Tremblay, same art from Dice Throne, stuff like that. It is absolutely lovely. Production is incredible. Miniatures are beautiful.
Yeah.
Kenny has already painted 2 of my miniatures. Look at Alice. Look at Alice. The lighting is probably really poor.
Yeah.
And then Cheshire Cat is lovely. Like, just, the poker chips, whatever. This game's great. It's really shot up to, like, a fave. I don't know.
Me too.
I need more plays to determine where it's going to fit in that top 20, top 10 range.
Me too.
I would almost guarantee you it's top 20. Like, I don't think that's even a discussion at this point. Where it fits in top 20 or if it moves to top 10 is something I need to think about and play more. But, like, if it's top 20, yeah, it's top 20.
It's incredible.
It's so good. I've only played it with you, with Henry, and with Kenny, and everyone has walked away being like, that's amazing. Yeah, and it's such a nice weight of a game. I want to talk about that in a second, but, like, it's not it's not so heavy that I really care about balance.
That's true.
Which is part of why I didn't really care. I applaud Stonemaier for Tapestry, for attempting to balance Tapestry, but Tapestry is like another level of, like, weight where, like, I don't really care if it's broken. Like, if you give me a faction combo that can get 300, 400 points, like, cool, dude. Like, I took advantage of it. Like, I don't have a problem with that. It doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, this game is, like, the perfect mix of mechanisms and weight to something that I can see hitting the table with absolutely anyone and everyone. Family alike, strategy, heavy gamers alike. And it's just, I can't foresee this game ever being not a hit. Like, as long as you're able to get through the rules, which admittedly are not heavy. Like, they're not the lightest game in the world, but they're not heavy.
No.
I don't see how this game falls flat. That's all 4 of my games. That's all 4 of my games.
That's
what
not
you got for your last one.
Number 4 for me is Czech Games Edition, number 198 overall.
No. Wait.
Under Falling
Skies.
Skies.
I don't know anything about this. I know you've played it. I don't know
Single player.
it, how much you enjoyed it.
I feel like my monthly recaps, I've already said one of them's going to be a BGA game I play.
One of them single
Typically,
player.
one of them's going to be a solo game or a game that I've only played solo.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a game. How do you describe this? This is almost like Galaga or like
Asteroids or something like that.
Missile Command. This is the best way I think
Okay.
to describe it. There's a tower defense where you got the aliens coming down. Oh my gosh, you got the aliens coming down. And you're using dice rolls to place on your board at the bottom to activate certain regions that will help you attack the monsters, but will also help you research, because ultimately you're racing up this track on the side, trying to research a way to destroy the mothership. On top of that, you also want to upgrade and get more electricity energy that you can spend. It's a really interesting dice manipulation game, but Max,
Yeah.
do you think I'm gonna keep it?
So to clarify, you own this game.
Yes.
So it's not a matter of you've played it and do you want to buy it.
Shoot.
It's you own this game, you've played it.
Do you think it's
Is
gonna
it
have
staying,
a spot in my
or
collection?
is it leaving? You have a lot of solo games that you love. It's fighting for a lot of your time right now.
True.
With things like Set a Watch, with things like Final Girl.
It's true.
I think that you are currently keeping it. And that it's just going to be one of those things. I think that your solo games are going to, I think there's some you're just going to own forever. Set a Watch, probably Final Girl. But I think there's other solo games that may just enter and exit the rotation as you see fit after you've outplayed, played them enough or whatever. I do think Under Falling Skies is staying, though, for now.
You are right.
Okay.
And pretty much exactly right. And I think that there was one part of it that, if you knew or remembered, you would have got it 100%. And it's that I think I'm going to
Play the
call
campaign
this after I finish the campaign.
Yeah, I almost said that, but I
yeah.
felt like I'd talked too long.
There's a campaign in this that you don't have to play with. There's
Right.
actually, I've only played it with the base components and learned how to play. I've mixed them. I've played it twice, currently with 2 different, actually no, 3 times, sorry. 3 times with 2 of the base places you can play. So that's a cool thing about this game is that there's multiple things that will change it up.
Okay.
And then I only assume that it's going to get more so throughout the campaign.
Right.
Because there's a whole bunch of pieces that I have not seen or gotten to, and it's don't go deeper in the box if you
Until
don't want to
you play the campaign, right?
So it's one of these things where I'm really looking forward to trying that, but I think once I play through that, it's going to be one that I'll probably pass on.
Yeah, sure.
But you're absolutely right. It's definitely staying for now, and I'm enjoying it. I think that it's weird to me. I know that Czech Games does a whole lot of different games, but I associate them in my mind as the Codenames people. And so I was I don't know how I feel about a solo Codenames creator game, but this is very in depth. It gives me feelings of a video game, and at the same time this I already looked at a little bit of the first story piece. There's comics and all this stuff, and
right.
I'm really looking forward to it. It gives me feelings of XCOM even.
Sure.
In the defense against aliens. And so I think this is one that will probably stay in my collection for at least the rest of the year as I slowly play through the campaign. But
this is one that I bought for myself and then gifted it to you because I was just I don't think I tried solo gaming and I want to like it.
Yeah.
But I'm so pressed for time that I found hobby stuff, painting and building miniatures is more where I focus my solo time right now. I'd like to try it one day, and I think we might introduce a series where, and let us know if you're interested in this, where I play solo games that Doolin is already familiar with, and he commentates and coaches and reacts to my decision making in the background. So maybe we'll introduce that one as one that we do there. We've already done that with Final Girl essentially, as he ran the enemy Hans, but.
Actually, this is a really good time to mention that because I was wanting to put up a poll. So if you haven't joined our Discord, you should.
Do it.
Where I kind of list off some games that I'd like to throw Max into, and let people kind of decide. And
pick what happened next.
Yeah. So I think we're only going to do 3 episodes to start, but and I think I have 5. So if the top 3 get voted on, then boom, Max is gonna get thrown into it.
This is another great transition, just to say, yes, join our Discord, especially if you like to influence what we do. We definitely talk to the community there and figure out what they want to see. And also our Patreon as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just put out a poll on our Patreon, so for anyone who is in our Patreon, they can vote on what the next short form review they want to see is.
Yeah.
So I just did a 4-minute review of Uprising, and I've given them 4 options, and they're just voting on what they want to see next. So if you want to have kind of a bit of a sway in what you see, join our Patreon, join our Discord, say hi. It's a lovely community there, and we hope to see you there as well.
Yeah. But
And
for
we'll
now,
see you next month
yeah.
when we do another recap.
See you guys.
Bye.